What I look at is one key difference between your generation and my generation is
You want to talk about generations?
you start with one property, and if you do it right, that one property will set you up for
The person who represents you either is going to shine or it's going to fold. When they have a doubt after you already signed the contract, it's too late because you just lost all your negotiating. But you are number one. Thank you for joining Elkin and Elkin, 2 generations deep with Elkin and Elkin.
yes, sir. Welcome.
Episode 1. That deserves a handshake.
Yeah. Come a long way.
Yes,
A lot of work
I
at
hear,
this point.
I hear you. So sign in. We got to have our special bottles here. You guys have asked and we listened. And it took us a little longer because we're kind of perfectionists.
Yeah, to a point. To a point.
Yeah, so we were just trying to get everything right, even though you just launch as you go, and you know it happens. It happens, but we wanted just little details that were important to us. We wanted to make sure that we got them right, and we're here. So episode 1, again, 2 generations deep with Elkin and Elkin. Elkin, where can they find us?
Find us on YouTube and Instagram at 2 Generations Deep. Right here for you. We're trying to post every week, once a week, and see what happens.
Absolutely. What are what are we going to be talking about? What is it that we want to discuss?
We're going to be discussing a lot, our experiences, but our main focus is going to be family life and real estate.
Family life and real estate. Okay.
Yep.
We will have guests on time to time, right?
Yeah, time and time we'll have guests on. Try to keep it within the real estate realm, but also bringing in people that we know, like people that own dentists, title company owners, plumbers, roofers, you name it.
Electricians, anything in the real estate industry.
Exactly.
Let me let you guys know, for those that have requested already, we have a lot of requests to be on the show. Bear with us. We're working out the details.
Yeah.
Episode 1, we kind of want to give a digital resume about who we are, what we do, and what we bring to the table. So this is what episode 1 is about.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Breaking the ice.
Breaking the ice, literally.
Literally, you're right. Actually, now you remind me.
Yeah. So
What we got?
Okay. We got I got a couple things here, but we got 18.
Yeah.
I'm saving the 18.
Okay, for sure. It's a big day for the 18.
Okay, so tell them about why we saving the 18. We got a bottle of 18 in the calendar. Why are we saving that?
So this bottle is for the day that my daughter will be born. So we'll crack this open at the hospital and cheers her into this world.
That's
We're
beautiful.
saving this special bottle for that, for sure.
Okay, so today being episode 1, we started drinking the 18 Glen as we've been trying to set up.
Yeah.
It's okay. That's okay. But
On the nerve somehow. Yeah.
but now we want to do the
15 McCann.
the 15 McCallan to kind of break the doors open for our podcast, bring out the great energy that we're looking for. So
Yeah.
I'll let you do the honors, my friend.
All right, let's do this.
In the meantime, Elkin, how does it feel to be a dad for the first time?
Almost a dad.
Almost a dad. You're
Almost a dad.
almost a dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, yeah. How does that feel to be almost a dad for the first time? Soon, and at the same time, I'm going to be a first-time grandfather.
Wow, it's been a lot going on within the last. It's been 7 months, so a lot's been going on. She's been going through her changes, and just bringing life into this world is crazy. It's you learn a lot about yourself and your partner, and it's just crazy to even think that I'm going to be a dad. To even say that is insane.
Right. Well, your mom and I are ecstatic, right?
Yeah.
Everybody who knows my wife and I, we're ecstatic. Our first grandchild It's going to be a girl. Yeah. We're super excited. She's going to be super blessed, super spoiled. And we're launching it off today here on the podcast of Elkin and Elkin, two generations deep. What made you want to do a podcast? By the way, let's get it going. Cheers, my friend. Cheers, my friend. I wouldn't want to take this ride with nobody else, okay?
Absolutely.
God bless, and I love you.
I love you too.
Cheers.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Why a podcast? I'll let you answer that, honestly, because I think you have more of a connection with the podcast. Not that I don't, but you've had this vision for a while. So I'll let you explain why a podcast.
All right. So we wanted to do a podcast. My main reason is several reasons, but I have a main reason. I think I have a duty to speak in the world and share real world experiences, right? What we do, why we do it, share the wins and the losses, right? A lot of fake things happening in this world today. Everybody's always winning. Everybody's telling you that if you make, I don't know, $5,000, $10,000 a month, 20,000, 50,000, you're a loser. And we kind of want to tell you guys that's not true. That's not true. So that being said, we want to come out here and be real, right? As much as everybody says that they are going to be real, we want to prove to you that what we say is what we do.
Exactly.
Okay. We walk that line every day. And I want the world to know. Now, on the other hand, is that we're building a legacy, right? And truth be told, will my great grandkids or anybody know of me or of us 100 years from now? But being on the internet and being able to talk about a podcast and then being able to have a reference point of see how we were or how I was, how I did it, different shows. I think it's pretty cool for being able to have that reference point that they can go to and say, who was my granddad? Who was my great granddad? And same for you, right? So, Aria's still not here, but she's already going to see that you're already talking about her and embracing her and how you were before you were a dad, So I think that's the most, important.
That's a really good way of looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
People just do it to be, informative and stuff like that. But that's a really good way of looking at it. Not a lot of people think of leaving a digital footprint for people to come back and look at them.
Exactly. And that's actually the word, a digital footprint. We want to be intentional, right? I believe that we have to live our lives being intentional, right? Do everything with intention. Okay. Wake up and have intention. And so, it's also like having purpose, right? So we have to be able to do everything with intention. And that's what brings us to this podcast today, episode 1. What do you think of today's day?
Today is 22nd.
Holy moly. 9/22/25.
22nd of September.
Right. 9/22/25.
Big day.
Big day. Huge day.
Yeah.
So Elkin, how did you become a Eagles fan?
Oof. So
cheers to my Eagles.
Yes.
Great comeback.
Absolutely. Really, really big comeback against the Rams. It was a nail biter, but if you put your bets in, cheers to you.
Mm. So
it's kind of a funny story. So you grew up in Philly.
Okay.
But that was way before my time.
Yes.
Right. So, it was, I think you told me the story of I walked into a
Sports Authority
and I was how old? 2, 3
years old.
Just barely walking.
Okay.
And walked into the store, and out of all the helmets they had there, I walked out with an Eagles helmet, and it's stuck ever since. That was 1998, 99.
That was funny, and I attribute that moment to that. You grab the Eagles helmet, you put it on. We're walking around the whole store, and my wife and I were busy interacting with each other, And next thing you know, we're walking outside. I got Elkin's hand, and I look down, and here you are wearing this helmet. Here you are wearing this Eagles helmet, and we're like, wow, he just walked out with a helmet.
Yeah, you guys didn't pay for it.
Nobody knows that. It's a little dirty secret. Right?
I saw the helmet to this day, actually.
That's awesome.
I still have the helmet till this day.
Mm-hmm.
People go, oh, you just became a fan, because they started winning and all that. No. I've been a fan since day one.
Yes.
Since day one.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has. So great shout out to, who do we have next coming up?
On the podcast?
No, who do we have next to play? The Eagles.
Oh, honestly, I don't even know, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Big fan, but no, I honestly don't know. I've been so caught up with all the baby stuff that it's just, football is like, I watch the games, but I just have all this stuff going on in the background. So just kind of trying to get everything done, which pretty much like 90% done with everything at the house.
Right.
Nursery is done. It's just getting the stuff around the house done.
Beautiful.
And
great.
We're waiting.
Let's let the viewers know, how did we get into real estate? How did we start in real estate, or how did you start in real estate?
You start off. You were what pushed me to get to this position. So you start off with how you got there, and then I'll kind of filter myself in on where I started to kind of pay attention.
So we started in real estate. I want to say somewhere in 2000, 2002, 2003 era. Not knowing much about the industry, relying on realtors to guide us how we wanted to build our portfolio. We knew we wanted to be in the game. But during this whole building process, I realized that a lot of the realtors didn't have the experience, no disrespect, didn't have the experience required, didn't have the knowledge, didn't have the negotiating skills to get a deal to a table, or even offering what I consider to be a great offer. They would consider it to be ridiculous, right? So they would push back and say, "No, we can't make that offer. That's crazy." Make the long story short. Fast forward, we were building our portfolio, maybe 5 or 6 properties at the time. Come 2008, 2009, the whole system shut down, and we lost it all. We lost all the real estate. We overpaid for many of our properties, and they went empty without being rented, and then we had to hit reset. However, I knew I was going to be back, so it took a few years to bounce back. Back in 2014, we started to rebuild. Started getting into the multi-family space, duplexes and quadplexes and so on, and some single family homes. And then we build our portfolio. We manage our own portfolio, and during that process, you were part of it, right? So you would be with us looking at properties. Mm-hmm. So you were taking all this information in, not knowing.
Yeah, 2014, I was a senior in high school. So that's when I started kind of looking and asking questions and trying to understand the business. And I would see, the ups and downs, even though I remember the stuff from 2008, not as much, but I remember seeing, we had X amount of houses and I don't know where it was gone, right? At that point, I think I was maybe 11, 12, and, something like that. And seeing all that, and then this happening, and then putting it all together and learning about the things and what happened in the past and what you did to get better and to not have those same mistakes, even though the same stuff could still happen, right? You still take the same risk as you did in 2008. You just move different now.
Okay.
So I kind of paid attention to all that and slowly started building knowledge. And we had a business prior to this, the document destruction, thing. And we were done on the back end, the real estate stuff. And I was like, kind of graduated, and I'm like, I don't know what I really want to do yet. And it was in front of my face the whole time, and I started really locking in on what it is that you were doing and paying more attention to what was going on. And I had all this knowledge I didn't even know about.
Right.
And then said, I'm going to go get my license.
Mm-hmm.
kind of more just so for us. So when we would buy our properties, we didn't have to pay anyone. It just kind of stayed within the family.
Mm-hmm.
And then that grew to, hey, I could do this full time. And
What was your reasoning to wanting to do it full time, right? Like what was your intent behind doing it full time?
so we always spoke about, obviously later on, once I started to learn the game, how some realtors were kind of just in it for the check.
Right.
So it didn't matter if they tried to make the deal appealing for their client, they just wanted to get paid. So it's like, hey, this is a great deal. Take this deal. This is good for you. We caught on that was all BS because people want to get paid.
Right.
So my look at it was, I have knowledge as an investor, so let me give this knowledge to my clients, right? So to make sure that this property that they're looking at is indeed the right one for them, meaning if they could afford it.
Nice.
If it's going to be good for them long term, if it's going to generate money, if they want to have a rental property, is it going to generate enough money for them to, get that passive income?
Okay.
So where a lot of realtors don't really have that knowledge, right?
Mhm.
So bringing that aspect to the game for clients is a different aspect to have that a lot of realtors don't have.
Yeah. To touch a little bit on that, Elkin, yes, like understanding a good deal is a art all in itself. And then a step further is understanding a good deal in an investment property.
Yeah.
That's a whole different ball game. We have challenged, a lot of realtors where, we have a lot of friends. We're blessed to have a lot of friends. We're grateful for that. And they often use us, to buy or sell or look for an investment properties. But our phone does ring when they need they need some input. They have a doubt. And at that time, I think it's too late. When they have a doubt after you already signed the contract, it's too late because you just lost all your negotiating power, right?
Mm-hmm.
So once the contract is signed, they call us and say, "Hey, I know you guys are in the business. Do you mind just taking a look at this for me?" We've done a lot of that.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to do it anymore. And you're not going to do it anymore. If you don't use us, God bless. But at the same time, do me a favor and respect our time, right? Because we're professionals at what we do, with a capital P. So we review the contracts and we say, hey, look, this is wrong. Hey, this is wrong. This is not really right. This is not making you any money. It's not making you that 10% they told you. You're going to be yielding right around 2 or 3% after it's all said and done. Because you guys don't, and it's nothing against the investor or nothing against the, they rely on the realtor, right? The realtor's supposed to deliver all that information. But like you said, a lot of them need that check. So they need that deal to go through. We are in a different ballgame. We want the check, but you are number one.
Absolutely.
If we're not making you any money, then we don't want that deal. If it's not a good deal because we see that you can't afford it, we're going to talk you off that deal. We're going to tell you why it's not that deal. At the end of the day, you make the decision. However, we're going to tell you why it's not a good deal, and let's move on and find something that's within your price range that you can afford comfortably.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So this is why we are in the real estate game.
Just to help. Honestly, it's really to put people on the right path for success, whatever that may look for some people, because success is different for everyone. But, some people just want to buy one house and they're okay with that for the rest of their life,
Right.
And some people want to buy 20.
Right.
So it looks different for everyone. But at the end of the day, it's still a statement goal for us. It's to make sure that it is the best possible deal for you and what's going to be the best for you and your family moving on.
Absolutely. There's different ways to skin a cat. So if you look on the if you're listening to the social media and all the gurus are buy multifamily and you got to buy this and you got to buy that, there is no right or wrong way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I got people that we've helped and they got 3 or 4 single family homes and they're doing great. They're doing amazing as if they had 4 units. So as if they had 10 units. So there's different ways. It's all a matter of what you can handle, how you want to build your wealth, how you want to build your portfolio, and how you want to build your legacy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that it is very important for you to know who your realtor is, who represents you, because at the end of the day, you are not at the negotiating table. We are. And that's where deals get done. And that's that is where the person who represents you either is going to shine or is going to fold. And we don't fold if we do not come to a deal that we want. And we represent you. Right. So that's the truth. That's the truth, right? That's what we want. We want to deliver that.
We want the best deal possible.
Right.
We want the best deal possible. It's
No, go ahead.
there's people out there that say, oh, stay with, only rent, don't buy. Buying is, the poor part of society buys houses.
Mm-hmm.
People rent. Those are the people that have these multifamily units that you're renting from, right? So you start with one property, and if you do it right, that one property will set you up for multiple properties in the future, as long as you play it right and the money is put to make you money, right? So it's you got to spend money in order to make money. Don't be afraid to spend the money. If you have it done right, you guys will be successful. Not everyone does this stuff right. It's just a matter of, like I said, putting it all together the right way, and you'll be set good for the long term.
So buying, selling, investing, just make one call. You call us, we take care of you. We're going to point you in the right direction. We're going to guide you in the right direction, whether you need financing, whether you need the home inspection. When we do a walkthrough, we're going to be able to tell you things already with pricing up front. We're going to tell you that's going to be this much. That's going to be this much. Why? Because we've been doing it. Okay. So make one call and then we'll sit down, take a look at what is it that you want to do. And then we put a plan together. When you're trying to invest or you're trying to buy your first home or your second or out of state or whatever the case may be, it is important that you plan, right? This is not a rush decision. It's important that you plan. And a lot of people in this world will tell you out there that buying a home is the most important decision that you make. I mean, I disagree, but it is one of the more of the top 5 decisions that you make. Who you marry is probably the top one, right? But it's an important decision to be rushed.
Yes.
Okay. So give us a call, and see what we got to offer.
For sure.
Okay. What's your hobbies? What do you like? What do they need to know about you? What's the world need to know about? What's your hobbies?
I mean, football is one of them. It's just, now it's that time of year. It's time my lady.
Peace.
1 o'clock on Sunday, I'm out of here. 8 o'clock on Mondays and Thursdays, I'm out of here. So I'm just kind of locking myself in my man cave.
Time. When he says out of here, he means he's walking next door to the other room.
The next room. Man cave next door.
Yeah, he made a man cave in this place. He's not out of here, okay?
Yeah, no. It's next door. So that, I like cars.
Okay.
Been into cars my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
Could take a car apart, put it back together, and I've just been learning more as I go.
Do you own any like cars that are of significant value to you?
Yeah. I have a 1993 Mustang.
Is that a 5.0?
Yeah, it is a 5.0.
You can't leave out the 5.0.
It's a GT. If you're gonna put it out.
Okay.
It's a GT.
Mm-hmm.
Holds a lot of significant value to me.
Right.
It was once your car back in the day. saw this car from when I was born up until now. Car's not going anywhere. My daughter will take that car.
Nice.
Hopefully have a son also that could inherit that as well. And yeah, just cars and kind of like some sneakers a little bit. Got a few shoes, a little sneakerhead over here, but
Okay.
nothing too crazy.
Good. So
How about you?
that 1993,
Mm-hmm.
50,000 original miles?
That's 47.
47,000 original miles. As like you, I'm into cars. We have a few, we're a big Ford family.
Yeah, there we go.
Shout out to Ford. And Ford, if you want to see your logo back here somewhere, we could talk.
Yeah,
But yeah, cars definitely. Music is a big part of my life also.
Mm-hmm.
I encourage everyone to be waking up to music and shower to music and get your day started in the right way. For those who know me, and know me well, they call me between 8:39. I'm busy. I'm dancing. How many couples do you know that dance in the morning? I dance in the morning with my wife.
Yeah.
We probably didn't even brush our teeth yet and do a little step because as she's walking by and I'm walking by, there's a song that comes on that we connect and then we do a little dance to that. So shout out to having music in your life and cars. Definitely my two go-to things. My family. No, of course. My family's
Family doesn't go.
Yeah, my family's number one. We believe in God heavily. Nothing is possible without him in the middle of this. Okay. So, that is our journey. That is our journey to what we do, how we do it, why are we doing it. I love the fact that I'm able to do this with you.
Yeah.
Like, just think about that, right? So to all you guys out there and men, women, okay, grandparents, if you work with your son, daughter, if you work with your grandson, granddaughter, you guys are also 2 generations deep.
Yeah. Or
multiple generations deep. We're going to connect with you guys. We want you, that's what this is about.
Right.
Why the name, Elkin? How did you?
Well, it was us.
How did we come up with that? How did we put it together? And what's the significance behind that?
I mean, I think it kind of speaks for itself, right?
Okay.
2 of us, your generation, my generation. And, there'll be episodes on this where we get pretty deep into conversation. I mean, you started off with something deep with saying leaving the digital footprint. And that a lot of people don't have that look on certain things in life that comes from, you have an experience and experiencing life to be able to have that look and be able to say that, because I wasn't even thinking of it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I think it's pretty self-explanatory. We're here to talk. You and I, this is not our first rodeo, our first podcast, but we've done multiple, things together. I wouldn't want to do it anywhere else. Tried, wasn't, what it used to be or what I was used to. And it's something that just flows.
Right. And then again, I believe that the next generation has so many tools.
Yeah, we do.
At their side. You guys got all the tools, right? I'm going to be bringing in some guests that are my age, right? 25. No, but we're going to get some guys that are my age, some girls that are my age. We want to share. I think we're the last generation that really kind of worked hard to build, where you guys have a lot more technology to help you guys and a lot more resources, right? Where when we were building, it was like grind hard and door knocking, a lot of networking, where you guys, through the power of the internet, can reach millions of people. and take off, right?
Yeah. I think that what I look at as one key difference between your generation and my generation is,
You want to talk about generations? Oh,
so I look at it that your generation was grinding, right? So they leave at 6, 7 in the morning, don't come back till 11 o'clock at night.
Mhm.
So they miss that time with their family.
Mm.
Your parents are like that. You were like that. You and my mom were working all the time. Where now my generation is, we have all these resources that now I think we value time more.
Mm.
Right. So,
Oh, that's deep.
yeah. So
That is like 2 generations deep.
yeah, it's a different aspect, right? So we have all these resources to kind of make our time more valuable, right? So where I don't want to say lost time or your parents lost time with their kids. It was time that wasn't spent with them. It was building a foundation to build a family on, where I'm still trying to build a foundation for my family, but I could do that also at the same time while still being there and being, not that you weren't present, but more present, through the younger years.
Yeah. That's definitely a very, very great point. I think that is spot on the money. You're right about that. You're definitely right about that. Do you remember an exercise that I ran with all you guys, with all the young drivers?
Yes.
Remember what that was?
I do remember that. It was like basic question: do you value money or time?
Mm-hmm. But I gave you guys a test where I said, if you guys had plans on a Saturday to go to the beach with your friends,
Yes.
you remember that?
Yeah.
And I said, and I'll pay you guys $1,000 to be here on Saturday, but you guys already have plans.
Well, I mean, that scenario is a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Where, at least I would look at it different. If it's just a beach day, cool. But now if you're saying it's, hey, you have a rehearsal for your daughter's so-and-so, those $1,000 don't really mean much to me.
Mm-hmm. Well, back when we were growing up, right, we're like, let me see, $1,000 could get me a pair of shoes, get me socks, get me stuff for like the whole year.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, okay, I'll take that $1,000. Hey, honey, you're gonna have to go to that rehearsal, by yourself because I gotta work.
Yeah.
And there was no judgment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
there was no judgment on that. It was just what we do, right? It's what we do as that generation.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and I'm interested to see how it's all gonna cross each other in your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be great times. But I do envy that in a great way of how you're doing it on your side with your family.
Yeah.
Versus how I did it.
Right.
I think it's definitely better.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, it wasn't a bad thing that you weren't there. You were, like I said, trying to build the foundation to start your family. Mm-hmm. But just trying to go about it a different way for mine and, the future kids in my life and all that stuff. So yeah, I haven't missed a baby appointment. I've been to every baby appointment.
That's amazing.
And still come to work after, just work a little later, but it's just a matter of being flexible to get both worlds. Right. So it's going good so far.
Right. And let's tell the audience again where they could find us, on what social platform.
Right. So you could find us at 2 Generations Deep on YouTube and Instagram and other platforms to follow. Literally that. Look us up. We'll be there. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Come out with videos, God willing, every week.
Yes.
Talking about different stuff and having different guests on, looking at their life, how they got to where they're at. Maybe you guys could benefit from listening to their stories. You guys might be in the same field as them or want to be into that same field. So just giving different aspects on life from different perspectives.
That is well said. Yes. If you are thinking about wanting to expand your business, if you're thinking about wanting to share your business, if you're looking for a platform that's going to put you on, reach out to us, send us a DM, send us an email, request us on the Instagrams and YouTube, or give us a call.
Our numbers will be up there.
Yes. At the same time, with that said, since we are keeping it real, if you are coming on our podcast, to understand that there's no boundaries as far as professionalism goes. Elkin will, we will ask you real questions.
Yeah.
We will challenge something that we feel that we need clarification on.
Yeah.
Okay. So
and it's not that we're trying to go at you or anything. It's just everyone has their own opinion, and we're here to, or see, you guys do the same to us. We could have people on here and they may not agree with what we say,
or they want to challenge a question, which happens. And that's what we want: clarity and transparency. Yeah. That's what we want to bring to the table. We want that clarity and transparency for all our viewers, to know that we try to bring the most authentic experiences, the most authentic perspectives that we find. Okay. So follow us, subscribe to us. This has been episode 1.
Yeah. Just breaking the ice. We didn't talk too much about, real estate and stuff like that, but this is just to break the ice for the viewers to get to know us individually, what we do, what we like to do. And the next episode will become with some facts, and we'll get really into it.
Yeah. We also don't want to make it boring, right? We also want you to understand our life, understand other people's lives, understand our experiences in both professional and family and God, right? And again, like Elkin said, some things you don't have to agree with us, and some things we're not going to agree with you, but we are going to be real.
Exactly. And we're okay with having peaceful debate on stuff, just saying that. R.I.P. Charlie Kirk.
Yes. Rest in peace, my brother.
Yeah. It's even though it happened already a week ago, but it's so sad to see that we can't even pretty much have an opinion how we feel about stuff, depending how you look at it. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, whether you agree with it or not. That's up to you, but
tone it down a bit.
Yeah, it's
spread love, not hate. It's so much better to love. I love hugs. I love kisses. It's so much better to spread that than hate. Okay. So, yes, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, and shout out to his family and his wife and kids. May God give you guys the strength to move forward and carry his legacy forward, because we would want the same.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, thank you.
Thank you, brother. Last cheers for the closing of this episode.
Yes, thank you.
Appreciate you.
Once again, appreciate it. Let's keep it going. It's not going to be an easy road.
Nope.
But we will be successful. Okay.
Absolutely.
So if you're thinking of investing, if you're thinking of buying, if you're thinking of selling, and need someone to represent you that's going to give you honest transparency, and it's going to work for you 100%.
Yeah.
Okay. As cliche as that might sound, give us a call. Okay. We'll see you the next time. God bless.
Peace.
Peace.